Hey guys, so today I'm working on the Dodge Ram, and today we're going to have this problem. What's that, guys? That is a Swaybar end link. So the Swaybar end link, as you can see, I have a stabilizer bar right here, and I had to be able to replace that end link. So I had to take the grinder and I had to be able to cut off this bolt. As an example, let me just see. Where did I see it? There she is. Typical, I can't get it out when I need to. There's the old one. So it was all rusted off, and even though I oil spray, because you can tell there's practically no rust on side this vehicle, this unfortunately was, down at this end. There's a bolt right down in here. So I had to cut the rest of it off, and I had to replace this. Now, this is from rockauto.com. These are very inexpensive. I had to go to Canadian Tire or something else. These are $70 to $90. These are about $25 or so from them, and there's nothing wrong with them. They're perfectly fine. They're looks a lot better because I've been driving this thing, this huge heavy vehicle, without any sway bar, left or right side. Both of them broke off because they started rattling. And when they start rattling right in there and down in there, they start clanging and banging and banging. And every time the lower control arm moves, of course, it bounces and it crashes and it makes this slamming noise. So I simply got sick and tired of it, ended up cutting it off right there. And this, of course, ended up coming out of the way. And I cut the bottom one off, and then I had a real sloppy ride. This thing was all over the road, bouncing around like a big old 70s truck. So this one here, I simply just replaced it. Now, you can see as an example, it simply bolts on. Of course, the upper control, actually the stabilizer, the sway bar, sway bar goes right in this space. You have to put vice grips right here to be able to hold on to it. And the same thing, there's a space right there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a space for a wrench or some vice grips here, because you have to take this 3/4 inch nut, and you have to be able to take your a deep socket and go all the way up. Because of the shape of this, the nut is way up inside here. All this, of course, you have to be able to go up inside. So you need a deep socket and simply just tighten the wajizits out of it, and that's it. That way, your sway bar is going to be able to help the bounce and the sway and the dip, and every bump and every expansion joint in the road is not going to be able to affect it. So anyways, guys, so you can see my Kenny U-Pull brakes, practically new, and the brake pad material you can see is 90%. Got them about $30 instead of $150, so that's excellent. You can see my backing plate, unfortunately. Let me see, there's my backing plate, yeah. Totally rusted out, can't help it, it's the way she goes. So this one here, everything's basically all right. So I'm gonna change this up, and it's very simple, guys. When you hear this clatter, clatter, clatter over every single bump, well, I've already done my lower ball joints, you can see. Lower ball joints already have the grease fitting, the original ones do not. So I've already just greased it up, I have the grease gun right here. So got this done, and now I'm gonna do a little bit more oil spray, and I'm going to do that up and spray the wajizits out of everything, and it's not going to rust, and I'm going to have this truck for many more years. So anyways, guys, SAN 379 out.